Okay. Greetings from Malawi. So currently in Africa right now, but I'm going to do my presentation on my Many Faces of Diversity paper and how that impacted me and just, all the things that I was able to learn about Brazilian Americans. And so, yeah, let's just jump right into it. So, obviously, my interest in Brazilian American come from the fact that I serve a mission in Florianopolis, Brazil. And I served there for 9 months and then was, due to COVID, transferred and reassigned to the Atlanta, Georgia mission, where I actually served in the Portuguese speaking branch. And it was super cool to see that the Brazilians um, who have moved to the United States adjusted to the culture and just had like all these different types of experiences. And so obviously I'm passionate about it because of mission. I love people, I love language, and I think diversity is something really important to learn. And then also I'm minoring in Portuguese, and I was just in Mozambique about a few days ago. And so it just plays a huge role in my life. The fact that I served a mission has changed my life entirely. So I'm super grateful for it. And I also work for HXP doing all this travel stuff that I'm currently doing for work right now. But to get into it, basically, to first talk about some of the things that I learned as far as the immigration history goes. The immigration history, as we can see, the reason for a lot of the immigration was because of the collapse of the Brazilian economy in that specific era. And so research was done by Boston College, in which the rising international interest rates and growing debt and oil crisis devalued its currency and massive inflation resulted. And so hard-pressed Brazilians increasingly looked abroad for better paying jobs, and they ended up moving to the United States because they're able to earn 4 times as much. And Brown University did a study on this that they were able to earn 4 times as much as they were in the US versus Brazil. And so many Brazilians immigrated to the United States because of this. Their culture, they're such passionate people and they're such loving people. Their greeting customs are usually to kiss each other on the cheek, and to hug and just, just be so, so, so loud. I remember I came home and like obviously Portuguese sounds more like a song, especially in Brazil. And so it was just funny to see the adjustment of how I went from more of a soft-spoken person to a more outgoing person because of the culture in Brazil. And also there's like always a new church being built on like every corner, and they're very religious people as well. The acculturation, so discussing some of these challenges faced, like the population faced in the United States, include like language barriers, identification issues, and health disparities, a lot of what other cultures experience as well. And so the Brazilian Americans were still resulting from these type of challenges as well. And then opportunity. So opportunity in Brazil is very limited. And even those that graduate from high school and from college still have a lot of financial struggles. And I'll talk about this a little bit later because um my person that I did, like a profile person, was one of my companions from Brazil. And she had a whole degree and still struggles with finances. And then, anyways, as part of my research, I did a lot of searching about where the Brazilian Americans are mo mainly located, and they're mainly located on the East Coast. We see that about 2 million are in the US, then 500,000 of them are New York, 390 in Boston, 295 in Miami, and then there's only 8,000 in Utah. So a lot of them are located on the East Coast. Finally, I want to talk about this companion of mine, Camila Santos. And it's kind of like a fictitious but also real story because she's a real person. Um, and she is a nurse and she was born in Bahia, Brazil, and converted to the church at a young age. But then I kind of made it up of a story of her moving to the United States and experiencing the inequality in the work environment and also experiencing the language barrier because she didn't know English when I knew her. And so she, obviously in this fictitious situation, she'd have to come to the United States and learn. And knew there was opportunity outside of Brazil, and so that's why she moved to the US and kind of had this experience where she was able to see how it was in um, the United States, but still experience, some of those same health disparities and challenges and trials among moving to a different country that's not your home country. And so I don't know what my time is at. I think I've met 3 minutes, but I'm actually super grateful for this assignment. I thought that it was so cool, and it was super gratifying for me to be able to go back and, review my mission and also just remember some of the experiences that I had and how powerful those were in my life. And this class has really opened my eyes to a bunch of new insights and perspectives about diversity and about cultural appropriation and cultural competency and all these types of things, which is super, super, super important, especially in our day and age with so much diversity surrounding us, especially in the United States. And so this is an awesome assignment, and I'm grateful that I was able to do it. And yeah. Well,